Alrighty, everyone. How is everyone doing? I am here for, I guess, the after party of whatever is going on in your day. I am here. I'm here to imbibe with you guys. Whoever wants to imbibe. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have a good night's rest. Sorry that I came on long. I was trying to get my link tree up and going. Well, I hope you are doing good today, Nocturne. Have a wonderful evening. Rest up. Um, because you have an early morning tomorrow. How are you doing? Are you all snug with your spookies? And stay for 30 minutes. You can stay for 30 minutes, but you'll probably be here by the end. Who knows? Maybe it's entertaining, or maybe I end it early. Who knows? I've been trying to test out my link tree and then um, replying to emails and offers and things, and there's lots of cool things that I'm gonna be offering you guys that I use every day as well. And I want you guys to use it every single day too. And it's things that I curated. My makeup is rubbing off. Ooh, that sounds nice. What's in the east? Spirit guides and ancestors, come by if you do. Enjoy the libations that I give you. Enjoy this cannabis. Bless this cannabis as it enters my body, heals me mentally and physically. Love you guys. Oh wow. Where'd you guys go? Like, did you guys already do your research and stuff? And if you guys didn't, like, how did it go and stuff? If you did, wait, let me read it again. My spirit spouse were looking for possible red light treatments for his birthday at the end of this month. Yeah, if you're looking, like, go to tanning houses, ooh, Palm Beach Tan, like, a lot of, like, tanning salons have them. But I also have a treat for you, too, for a red light down the road. So, oh my god, I have lipstick all over this. Cheers, Nocturne. And cheers to your keep. Whoever wants to enjoy. And you's over there and behind me, behind him. This morning, is that something that you wanted to do? Which is not take a hit? Yeah, I just had a awkward day, so I needed to smoke, and I'm gonna have to get more by the end, maybe like the start of this week. I don't know, I would say that I do enjoy smoking, especially when I come back home from work, or especially when I'm imbibing in an offering, or just like, I don't know, sometimes nothing but cannabis can help me because sometimes I go out days because I test myself or I have a spiritual block and I need to stop, and I really have to do limit myself to one at the evening, in the evening. But today I did three, and one of them were for an offering. First one was after lunch, and then this one right now. So, um, and I did an offering too for this one too, so that they can utilize me in a trance state of mind. And I don't know, I'm vulnerable, for them to come and communicate in ways like, I don't know. Yeah, it's recreational in Maryland and medical too, but you might as well. Medical, you get like dabs and shatter, but for us, like I can get vape pens and herbs. I have right now this one, roll one. It's indica. Is it legal in Rhode Island? Rhode Island, right? Are you in Long Island? Sorry, I keep on like mixing my islands together. I'm only human after all. Yeah, it's been legal since 2024, 2023, but there was medical as well too. But, I had connections to like different people because they decriminalized it before they made it recreational. And of course, before recreational, you had to have a medical license. Yeah, there's a dispensary. There's everywhere or around here. There's a lot of dispensaries. I'm like gonna take you guys. I took you guys there in some lives too. Um, you know, yeah. Are you excited for that too? See, sometimes like I have to like tell keepers like not to do too much weed. Unless if you're seasoned, unless if you want to escape, or unless if you in the succubus lifestyle, like for me, like I know that when I imbibe, like it does increase, you know, central attention. It does increase communication. It increases a lot of things, and like it makes things exciting, in my life. And it helps me with anxiety as well too. Um, because I am inebriated and stuff like that, I have to wear like sunglasses a lot of times. And I realize that they're hater blockers, and I realize that I don't really give a shit. And sometimes when I'm not wearing makeup, I have my piercings on. I have my lip piercing and my anti-eyebrow and my tongue, but like I don't really want to do my tongue. I don't know. I still have my two holes in my tongue, but like I took it out because like I feel like it's a little bit more like sacred to, you know, like Aldwin and whatnot. So like I feel as if like it's just a little bit too much and things of that nature, but a lot of people love it, and I love it too. I had it ever since high school, all my piercings actually. So I don't smoke weed often. I need to be careful with weed. Yeah. If you know that you have to be careful with weed, go ahead and be careful with it. I need it to function because like I have ADD and ADHD, and if I'm tranquilized and I'm like by myself and I have agoraphobia too. So when I do work, it's such a relief to come back home now because I conquered that. But like I still get anxiety, you know? Oh no. I mean, to each their own. But if you smoke it tonight, you can't wake up. But I'm not your mother. I say, you know, it's totally up to you. Be the responsible person and have a I'm a little left-handed when I come to that because of my lifestyle. So for me, I indulge in before work. So you definitely should indulge before work, in my opinion, but I don't want to, be a peer pressure because like you have to go to work. But I know this when you know that you have to wake up in the morning, imbibe in something that is a little bit more earlier so that you can mellow down and have the best evening of your life sometimes by communication, by being lonesome, by watching a movie, by hanging out with friends, even when you're, you know, imbibing on the devil's lettuce. Like, I think you need to just find, not even using like, cake. I think you need to find something that will make you like mellow down with the keep and make you feel good. You know what I mean? But like it was so divine today. We had like gourmet burgers today, with bacon and caramelized onions and Munster cheese. And then tonight the fam partaked in spare ribs and noodle salad and sticky rice. It was divine. It was so delicious. So delicious. I wouldn't have it any other way. Lilo? Lilo? Like from The Fifth Element? Or is it a being, or is it a companion? I have a lot of beings named that too. Or is it like what is it? Because like there's a lot of connotations with that in my life, that name. Oh, is it Lilu? Am I pronouncing that right? Because there there are people and beings named that too. Lilo sounds delicious. Oh, that's okay. We have gluten-free crepes and scrambled eggs, avocado, mozzarella, and bacon. Oh, who's we? I didn't know you are a chef. Be chefing it up. It's a brand of drink. No, should I know? Should I like? Should I try this? Should I try it? Yeah, my mouth watering. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Um, sounds delicious, by the way. What are you talking about? Hey, let's see if I can like jog my memory. You lost me. Hold on. What is it? Is it like medicine? Like ginseng? Is it these like is it illegal? It's like is it like ketamine or something? Like what is this? Tell me about it. Enlighten me. Yeah, let me know about that. What is great? Cause so I see that in like vape stores and whatnot, and what is this like thing like? And what is this called following behind this? Like, what is it? Can you tell me what it is? Okay, so have you tried it before? Like, like been to like the vape store and tried it and shit? Yeah, I only do green and cigarettes. I'm trying to stop. I told you guys to stop before, but it's a disgusting habit and I don't want, Bad things that happen to me in the future and I regret it because that will suck. Okay. So this kava thing, like soda social tonic thing, how do you feel? Is it like blissful? Is it like are you in another like state of mind? Like talk to me about it. I am actually interested in psilocybin because like they sell them. Okay. So what do you do with it? Like do you hang out with friends with it? Do you work with it? Do you like enjoy it by yourself? Like when you like I just enlighten me about that. It's crazy. Body okay. So like what do you like you use it for like when you come back home from work? Like trance state of mind or like relaxation? Tell me, I want to know. Well, I don't I think it's illegal to like have like a dealer transaction thing, but you can get psilocybin like in stores, like in like head shops, and you can get it in sometimes dispensaries too. They have some. Vape stores they have them too. Like it's legal. I don't. It's like either not classified as a. It's classified as something, not like a class one, but like something else. Okay. And you say relax. This is like I'm thinking about like hard work or something like that because like that'd be nice too. Something that I can do and drink too. You know, because like it's stressful, you know, some days and I just want to relax, you know? Oh, really? I did Savia once. I had a bad reaction to that. Like the black dusty shit, or like the one that looks like kyanite or something. Yeah. Yeah, red light's really good too, like to have. When you go to in red light, especially like in the succubus lifestyle, like it's just you're absorbing so much energy too with the red light. It's so beneficial. It helps out with your skin. I have two, do you want to see the red light machines, Nocturne? I have one, two red light machines in front of me. Um, because here's the lamp right here. Ooh, one, and then I have one in front of. Oof, there we go. So, ooh, one, two red light machines. I need to do this for purposes of like maintaining like my skin, like for Alvin's sake too. Like he loves soft skin, and you know, men like soft skin, females like soft skin, and using that for your advantage too. Like it's it's very vampiric. It's very succubus. It's just maintaining your energy and gaining it too and preserving it like what you took from your day's daily siphoning. You know, like I can't see right now. But this is what I do on a daily now because I am a busy bitch. But yeah, like is it like brown or black? Like almost like Earl Grey. And I want to be doing this more often with you guys. Okay, it does. Okay, let me turn it off. Oof. Oh, mm, feels so good. And you feel so good with it. I propose. Um, I do have red light offerings as well too, and there is a sale coming up too. But also like, you know, tell me when you're gonna do the red light and, you know, go and do it. And if you follow me on Discord, I haven't added the Discord yet on there, but I will definitely put it on there for you as soon as possible on my link tree. But, you know, if you do have Snapchat or do my exclusive fan club on the link too, like I do red light as well too, and you can take advantage of that too. But if you want to do it something special, then you know, when you save up for it or find a place that has red light, um, you know, I would rather for you to, you know, go to a place that specializes it before you get a machine, you know, because it is an investment. Um, I have red light bed. I have like a massage table and I put red light on me because I have to get my back as well. So I also want to relax and you know I sh so I shape my body in a certain way and sometimes it's very stressful for the body, so red light really does help me, you know, form my hormones to the right area and bring up collagen and whitening the skin and taking away like a lot of scars too. So that's something that red light does benefit too. Like you'll feel like a vampire. Like you'll feel very it's very therapeutic too. And in conjuring, it really stimulates the pineal gland too. Directly above your head is something that you can definitely benefit from too with the red light mask. If you were to get a red light machine, I suggest you getting a red light mask. There are inexpensive ones out there too that does the trick. LED red light, any form of red light, penetrates the skin, to activate a certain type of like nerve and things of that nature to bring out more collagen into your skin, to make you look youthful and younger, to really help with aches and pains as well too, you know? Um, it really does like really shape the body as well. If you do red light every single day, you'll see improvement in your body, but also you'll see improvement too with your offerings because it's literally me like red light machine on and me doing my offerings, and I do it sometimes like I just turn it on for like 3 minutes because I don't have time, but at least I'm getting energy to give to my beings because a lot of my beings just need energy, and a lot of times they don't have physical offerings. They don't need food, they don't need physical items, they just need an energy source. Starfire from Teen Titans or Titans? She has to, the show that came out on HBO, Starfire needed a tanning bed to produce energy. So basically, she's getting UV energy and she's getting it in a more secluded chamber synthetic area. You know what I mean? Think of you as it's charging you for like, and you are the conduit. You know what I mean? No, red light doesn't cause you a tan, but if you're tanning, red light afterwards can definitely help soothe the skin after, definitely help soothe the skin. I like to tan, but I need to put sunscreen on due to the fact that I don't want to burn. So, yeah, the tan worked, don't you think? Yes, Starfire, yeah, she is one of my favorite, or no, I think Raven's my favorite. When I should find a place near me, I was looking for a head spa. Yeah, like head spas are really nice too. Um, have you tried Groupon? So do you want to keep your complexion right now? Use red light. Red light does not tan you. Red light maintains your skin, but you have to use sunscreen. The sun is our enemy. I'm not saying because I'm a vampire. I'm saying that because it is. Like, it gives people skin cancer, skin tags. Like, I have a lot of, like lots of sun damage. Like, I did not like to use sunscreen before, but, I have to get, like, sunscreen stuff. Here's sunscreen right now. I'm just kidding. Um, you can definitely use red light for a lot of stuff, so go and try to find a spa with red light. I say go to the scalp spa because they have a form of red light too for the scalp, and the red light's usually directed towards your scalp area and your face, so you can definitely get your red light in and work your pineal gland. Wear sunscreen. I don't care what kind of sunscreen you get. I don't care what price it is. Wear sunscreen. Um, but also wear clothes that's gonna make it breathable for you too. You have to be comfortable, you know? Be confident in your skin. It's the only skin that you have. It's the only body that you have, physical body. Maintain it, keep it, you know, youthful. Youthfulness is everything. Like, UV blackening umbrellas, yes, do that too. Be to bring out your inner goth or your outer goth. I love it. A black one too, right? Right, Nocturne? But anyways, you should probably go to bed. You should probably go to bed. You have a long day tomorrow, my friend. And I don't want to be responsible for you not getting enough energy during the day. Have a wonderful night, Nocturne. My predictions were right. Their predictions are right. I knew it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I can't wait for another Renaissance festival. I think ours is coming up, but um I don't know. But I have this cute corset and it's like I really like want to dress the part too. And Aldwin has like all these like cool kilts. Really good looking kilts, I have to say. But like yeah, see, I was right. But I really want to go to Renaissance Fair because like it I don't know, like there's like lots of stuff that I already have. This is when I say fuck it. Save up your money to go to the Renaissance Fair. Stop going to these fucking stores. Get your incense at the Renaissance Fair. Get your fucking everything for the whole year. Get it at the Renaissance Fair. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. I was like chewing a Altoids. Oh, there isn't? Wow. You should like ask friends to go with you. You know, hitch a ride with them to Renaissance Fair. Yeah. Get all your stuff for the year in there. I think it's genius. Get all your cravings, you know. They see me as both. Yeah, they see me as both. You know, Sometimes they do greet me biologically, but they get confused. A lot of them get confused. I don't know why. A lot of them really get confused. Um, but then it's obvious to them, and they have no choice but to deal with what they see. But in the end, they're okay with it. They love it. Sometimes being trans is like a armor too in the spiritual side. But I have spiritual construct and astral constructs too, to help. But um, they see it. Okay, so I don't know. Why'd you ask? Look at me, be honest. I'm kidding. It's really weird because like I have like a lot of people ask me the same questions too before, like the Pathfinders, and then they're being see me as the same body and calling me ma'am, and I get offended because like ma'am, really? I'm not a ma'am. I'm a missus, a trans missus. It was an uncomfortable question. Um, I was uncomfortable answering it. I answered it to the best of my experience. Yeah. To reiterate, like, it wasn't an offensive question. They see me as both two-spirited. They are okay with it. Some beings are infatuated with it, and they're intrigued with it. Most of them, a lot of them, actually, I should say. But in spirit keeping, I would have to say if they felt disillusioned or anything, they will still have to obey. And I know that people are going to hate me saying that, but you know, you bring them into a world and you can take them out of it because you're a responsible spirit keeper. Don't you want to feel comfortable? You know? And I feel as if some of my community are weak when it comes to pronouns, things of that nature. I don't really get offended because, like, wow, what can I do? Geez, they hurt my feelings. Like I have feelings sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, it's not worth my breath, you know what I mean? And, people who are offended by that, even in spiritual side, like them calling you by your, you know, non-preferred pronouns, you get mad. How are you gonna get mad with your spirit? And if your spirits don't get mad and stuff like that, and you feel as if, you know, they have it, you have it all and stuff like that, and you don't experience things like I do or something like that, right? Well, is aren't you going into an echo chamber? Because don't you want that spirit to like you? So what's the difference between, other spirit keepers? I'm not talking about you, Nocturne. But like what's the difference between um yeah, because it's like literally the same. Um, it's just that the being that comes to you, if they misgender you, so what? correct them. It's no big deal. Daddy, chill. You know? You know? You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't think if you have gender dysphoria that be female. Not all the time, Nocturne. Some of them are confused, and then they're okay with it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they know that I have male parts, but then they know I have like female energy and things of that nature too. So I'm just like, okay, well, you know, that's cool. Thank you for respecting me. But sometimes they don't understand, and I have to tell them, you know, just like I have to tell other people too. Like, um, when your beings misgender you, it's not because they don't like you, it's because they don't understand. They're old beings, they're in the spiritual side. Sometimes it's linear, a linear world for them, you know? So they're going to be what you call ignorant, your beings. So you just have to correct them, and if they don't like it, then you just don't like yourself. You have to be confident. You have to succeed them. Because you are their companion. They look up to you. I don't want to say you are their master, but in some cases, it could be they are have to be subservient because they're getting stuff from you that other beings in that world are not giving to them, you know, in the spiritual world, in the underworld, and the astral too, because you can have astral beings as well too. And I think that trans spirit keepers can get a little bit carried away with echo chambers or beings or people not accepting that they're trans female, because they're not understanding too. I cannot produce a baby, but these spirit keepers and spiritual people say we can. And that's like a problem sometimes because I do want to have a baby too, but I know that scientifically and logically I can't produce a baby. Maybe I can in the spiritual world, maybe I can, do that, but I can be a parent. But, you know, just because, a little spermer, you know, can cause someone pregnant, I know that already, you know? Yeah, I mean, call it how you do. I don't run people's homes, you know what I mean? So, like, leader of the keep, that's fine. Mistress, sir, like, ma'am. I mean, yeah, but, like, realistically, I do want children, but, I don't think, like, I'm ready to bring a child up in this climate, especially in America. So, like, um, I don't know. I I feel as if like the whole baby talk and things of that nature, and I can do something. I'm a woman. Like, yeah, you're a trans woman. There's the key word woman there, And like I said, like trans spirit keepers, like they don't understand that and I can't get into that conversation with them at times because like it's sometimes they think I'm delusional and things of that nature, but like I don't know what else to say, Nocturne, to them, Like, dude, Do I lie? I mean, I already sugarcoat, how, they want to feel because I have to keep it to myself. And sometimes me keeping to myself, it can really hurt them. So then I have to give them a taste of like reality slowly, like injecting reality to them like these beings are. And they're telling them like, no, it's not what we're saying. It's, you are spiritually a woman, but physically, you are biologically a man. And they really hate like that word man, that description of a gender. They really hate any. I was like, okay, woman, like, are you like embarrassed of it? Like, if you can't kill your former life, why be embarrassed about it too? Like, you already have your life, you know? It is frustrating, but at the same time, I have to accept what I don't understand too, because a lot of people don't understand me as well too, as a trans female, as a trans woman, and to people as a woman. Like, I I don't really care. Like, there's bigger fish to fry in the world, and I don't think that I need to stress over trans things. Like, you know, I have certain things set in place. I'm not clockable sometimes, like as other trans people are, which is unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. It's the reality. I have a man, I have a home, like I I have you guys, like, like other people that say shit like they don't pay my bills, they don't support my stores, they don't like do like a lot of things. And they don't ask questions because they are just opportunists too. Like, I'm not saying go and, idolize me and watch me and things of that nature. I am telling you guys the truth and reality of spirit keeping, and y'all don't like it, you know? And that's why I switched it to El's Emporium too, because like we had a collective conversation about A Rio, and then, um, our store and things of that nature, because like we partnered with other people and things of that nature, and partnerships didn't work out, so I just, um, I'm not frustrated with like the whole like, you know, previous store and whatnot, but god damn it, like, did we pour our hearts into it? Did we like we did a lot for Spirit Keepers, and for you to get mad that I misgendered you and I'm disrespecting you because like, Aldwin is a NRA instructor. Aldwin is a firearms instructor, and a lot of liberal Spirit Keepers are very mad that Aldwin has that career path. And it's sad. It's really sad because I'm still supporting your community, both spiritually and civilly, because I'm in your community and I'm not welcomed because of firearms. Ain't that ain't that a bitch? Like that was, oh, you're a tranny, but you like guns and shit like that. You're a fucking sellout. Tranny, you F word, and all this shit. It was just like, really? And you guys like show hate, like it's really awkward, and I never said I was conservative. I never would go into that type of conversation, but also there's also, you know, biased and liberal things that we talked about too on A&E Rio. So like I just don't know what spookeepers want sometimes, and I feel like they're so selfish because I had this one, I'm not gonna name her, but like she's always asking for things nocturne that, you know, I have to like utilize a lot of my time and, you know, comparing, contrasting, stuff like that, and getting mad that, I wasn't giving her an opportunity for a free Pathfinder. And it's like, I do charities and I do giveaways and things of that nature. And she's saying that I don't and things of that. It's like, no, I do. I give people opportunities to talk to me and things of that nature. But when my beings are saying that you're an opportunist and you know who you are and I still love you and she's a still constant supporter of my live, but you know, I talked about publicly too, and sometimes there's no boundaries set, you know? Yeah. I mean, I do like Blair White. I do agree with what she's saying, but like at the same time, like she makes it as if we have a disorder. It's like I don't have a disorder. I'm comfortable with calling myself a trans woman. You know what I mean? Like, are you comfortable with it, Blair? Because sometimes she flip-flops. It's like I'm a trans woman, or next one's like I'm a woman. And it's like, which one are you, a trans woman or a woman, or both? You know what I mean? Like, you're confusing the hell out of us sometimes. Um, but also like I don't understand non-binary, but I have to accept that. I chose my community in the LGBT. I'm a T. But I didn't choose like non-binary too because I'm not that. I know who I am, you know? So I have to accept non-binary because they accept me, and that's the way life goes. Because I don't want the hate. I don't want the drama. I just want you to know that I'm sorry for mispronoun gendering you and not using the right pronoun, but tell me first and then I'll fix it. Just as other people tell me the same thing. It's not that hard. What you don't have courage. You don't have like we are I'm not I have feelings too, you know? I'm not allowed to have feelings and I'm not allowed to like state what I want to state, and I'm not allowed to watch certain comedies and certain shows because, you know, you don't think I support you. No, I support you guys, I do. I think she's referring to gender dysmorphia has a psychological disorder. It's being a trans woman. Okay. Um, I didn't see that video, but I know that she was saying that well, with gender dysmorphia, it's like I have to get this surgery too. Like I have to get this surgery because I want to be a woman. I have to do this because of this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want kids to do hormone therapy. You know what I mean? To make them think that they have to choose something right then and there because it's pressuring. I feel as if people should respect parents being parents and let kids be kids, but also parents need to be, um, if try to be open-minded, they don't have to be open-minded because they're raising their own child, but know that you're gonna fuck up the child. It's parents always fuck up the child. That's the way life goes. And You didn't have to delete those. Um, I think that for me, because like they're like, oh, hey, it's not fair. Like you have money for hormones and stuff like that. The fuck, I do have money for hormones. Yes, I saved up for it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why the beings see what they're seeing because I'm chemically and biologically changing my body with hormones, but not changing me having a fucking womb. I wish I can take a pill and grow a fucking womb and uterus and cervix and shit so I can give birth to a baby, but it doesn't happen like that. And there are spirit keepers like, I gave birth in the spiritual side, and it's like, oh, okay, that can make sense. Making my sense in real life right now because you're bleeding that into your real life. And now you're telling your colleagues and you're telling your boss that you have a child, but it's not in this realm. It's what do you think people are gonna think, you know? Oh, okay. But I think that they shouldn't, but I think that adults can't need to take hormones. Like sometimes I'm just like, where is it going? Where is the hormones? The whore isn't moaning, so where's the hormones? Like there's this guy, something Cobbs, and he got arrested or attempted to being arrested at this like recreational swimming pool, and this the Cobbs, last name is Cobbs. This person identifies as a female but physically looks like a male. And this person isn't taking any hormones. This person looks like a he. And I'm just gonna call it the way it is. He had a beard, he had long hair, and his ID said female. So I was like, okay, are you reeking the system? Are you allegedly like reeking the system to like be a predator and use and degrade the T? Before this whole fiasco of T was like this non-binary thing and stuff like that. It's like, what happened in being a trans woman? People know you're a tranny. People know you're a female. People know, and people want that. Just be thankful that people want that. I know people want it. People subscribe to my exclusive. You know, I still get DMs. Aldwin knows. He hates it. Oh, he hates it. But he gets DMs too. So I don't know. Ugh, the stuff that you send is sometimes comical. A lot of times comical. But yeah, like for me, I don't know. Like sometimes people say that I'm like a different case because I'm actually in a marriage. So like, the hate that I get more is more interracial. They see past me being trans and they're like, oh, it's an Asian black man. I'm jealous. Or why is he with an Asian bitch? Is that a man? You know what I mean? Oh, that sounds like a man, stuff like that. Or sometimes they just say Asian chick and stuff like that. It's like he should be with them and things of that nature. And then there's Asian families that say the same thing to me, but they judge me more on my tattoos too, because like yeah, I have like I look kind of different than other people. So like of course they look at me as like, "Oh, you could do better." It's like, "Bitch, fuck you." No. This is my man's, okay? Yeah, I know. But hey, like that cob person, like it's really bad. And then like the bathroom things too. It's just like I remember I could piss in peace because I could pass as a woman. Some of these womans still have beards and whatnot going to female bathrooms. So what the fuck are you gonna think they're gonna say? Like I'm, going there in stilettos and you know I look like them. I look like a female, or I'm not like being a fucking creep. I go to female public bathrooms, but now I don't because of that fucking thing. And like, I don't want to, have a situation. So whenever I travel, I make sure that wherever I'm traveling, the destination is close to my hotel or close to wherever I'm at because I need to use the bathroom. I'm not welcomed into the bathroom, so what are you gonna do? No one's doing anything about it because we can't. And this is a lifestyle that I chose. So what am I gonna do? Well, I want to be happy if I'm near. I'm gonna work hard so that I can get a hotel room near wherever I'm going. It doesn't even have to be hotel. Like sometimes places don't have hotels where we're traveling. We have to stay at motels and stuff like that. But at least I would know that I have to find something near our lodging wherever the fuck we are, so I can use the bathroom. I'm sorry, but sometimes people are dealt. I know people are dealt with different cards and whatnot, but like I have to protect. At the end of the day, I have to protect myself and my family. I have to fend for self and fend for family, and I have to collect those coins, and I have to make sure that my peers, my posse, my family, my husband, myself feel safe. So when I do go to the bathrooms, I have people wait outside the door because I need to know that I want to be safe. And these are armed guards because we have a business in that. So, sorry. So sorry. But me improving my life with Aldwin, my husband, and my sister, my family, like, it kind of made me feel more protected. And now you guys are going to see the family dynamic even more because you guys are gonna come to our land. We have a shooting range in North Carolina, our own family shooting range. It's our family farm. It's Aldwin's family farm, and he has his cemetery there too, his family cemetery, and it's in one of the Armed Stoics gun review. We were at his family's farm. Beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful lots, the huge land, like hills, mountains, and it's just beautiful. So we have that access, and we're giving it to you guys because we feel like you guys need to know that like we don't like waste our time and money on like materialistic things. And if you guys see that, it's because we saved up for it. I'm gonna be honest with you, the shit that you see that I wear and stuff like that is the shit that I accumulated over the years. I know. That's their problem. It's not my problem, it's their problem. But like, the kind of content that I'm doing is more of the fact that I'm trying to protect you guys. I'm trying to let you guys know that you guys can have this lifestyle. You guys can have this life, but incorporate the succubus lifestyle in your life. I'm telling you guys how to do it too, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it too. It's not just spirit keeping, it's utilizing getting what you want with your keep, but doing it in a unconventional but normal way of a succubus because that's how I survived basically. So I really want to teach you guys that, and the vampires can take notes too and use this to your advantage as well because I've been crafting it. Red light therapies, skincare, self help, self care, health and wellness, eating, budgeting. bossing up, right? Enjoying life's comfort, enjoying yourself, having a good sexual relationship, having a good sexual relationship with yourself. Even if you want to be celibate, even if you like, I'm going to be teaching you guys and talking to you guys more about this because I'm a sexual being. That's what that's what it is, and I can definitely help you guys with whatever you guys need with the succubus lifestyle and spirit keeping and energy work. Dur. I am knowledgeable about all of that. So take advantage of that because you can save a lot of time and money when you do it the indulging way and utilize your sensuality for shit. That's the way it is, and that's the way it goes. And that's how it should be. No, it was just for that day, Nocturne. Yeah. Damn, you remember things. Yeah, that was just one for that day. I just didn't want to talk about it for that day too, but yeah, it's only like for spirit keeping, it's like um you'll know by the topic of the title, you know. All I have to say is that if it's spirit keeping, bring your real life into it. Talk to me about your day. Talk to me about like what the interesting thing is what should I the questions you should be asking is more of what, especially like the beings, 'cause sometimes I don't know some of these beings and you guys have to enlighten me and I have to do divination or I have to do my research or I have to go to Aldwin and do his research because I know different pantheons. I don't know all of them. I'm not that of a genius, but sometimes example for like if I don't know what a Rikabash is, like someone will talk, you don't know what a Rikabash is? Oh, well, can you explain to me? You're a demonologist and you're a spirit keeper and you don't know what it is. I'm just like, okay, there's different types of like, beings. Like you want to be more specific to me? Like, um, that's an example. I love Rikabashes, by the way. I have a couple of them in my keep. But like they get too technical and personal and just like Karen's about it, especially in the Pathfinder program. Like it was a lot of tit for tat sometimes and like dick measuring on the keeps. And some of them apologized, a lot of them did too. And I really appreciate that and accepted it. But some people thought that this, for example, I'm seeing a yokai and there's like it's not a yokai, it's this being, and then they find out that it is a yokai. Or let's say that they have a yokai and I'm telling them about like experiences, maybe through the cards and through divination and through my beings, I'm telling them step by step on how to do things. Their conjurers are telling them the same things, like, yeah, maybe that method can work, try it. And then you're questioning both the conjurer and my method into helping you guys, and you get mad when it works. They even sometimes like would like berate me with like the conjurers, and the conjurer would write back just like, "Oh, this is so mean. Like, I don't know you, L, or I don't know you, but like that's like I always get those emails from before for the Pathfinder program, or the conjurers that do know me. They're like, wow, like they don't know any better, and like they're trying to like cheer me up and like make that like." situation become a little bit more wholesome and a little bit more humbling because like they know how it is. Like they know that there's different methods into doing things and getting information, you know? But like, I do like to have a healthy conversation with spirit keeping, but maybe you can help monetize it where, you know, when I feel drained from spirit keeping, because that is my everyday too, because I have to talk to my beings every single day. Sometimes I don't want to slip up and say something that they don't want me to say because it's a little bit private for them, or maybe perhaps I'm just drained because I've been trying to protect myself the whole day because it was really harsh on the keep because people are vindictive. I have to deal with the public just like you do too, Nocturne. And sometimes it takes a toll on my keep. What do we have to do to recharge? Well, I have to eat, I have to sleep, I have to meditate, I have to do red light. And one of those things and energy work, one of those routines that I do, all of those actually, at least one of them can utilize from different activities that I'm doing. So if they don't want something that is food related, they can wait until I do red light for energy and for relaxation and things of that nature. If they're waiting for to me imbibe in 420, then they wait for that. Or if they're waiting for me to do sensual sexual energy, they have to wait for that too. So they're getting something of that, but I feel like as if like sometimes spirit keepers like they think of them as an afterthought because I understand why they would think that way too because sometimes they physically can't see them. They can't audibly hear them either. So kind of sucks, you know? It kind of sucks for people to believe in something that they can't see. And whatever question you have won't offend me unless if I give you attitude with that answering. It's probably because I'm not understanding that question or I'm not accepting it because I feel hurt or it's either offensive, not you, but in general. So I'm just saying that sometimes I have thick skin. In general, I have thick skin. So that thick skin might not have a good poker face to it. So sometimes it's just I'm just too blunt with my facial expressions. So sometimes like when you feel as if you know, I don't want to talk about that too, like it's something that you already know. But I will still talk to you about spirit keeping, of course. See? Yeah. For me, I can't have that because it's just not in my cards to just have I would like love to have a small one, but I took responsibility for a large shared keep and that my own as well too. And being a conjurer and having them lodge with me and being boarders. Um, I don't know. It I love to help the dead and I love to be solitary with it as well too. And I would have more spiritual friends than physical friends because I have physical friends too, but I want to keep that small. And I want to learn more and I want to have more knowledge about different beings. Like I want to study them. I want to see how their bonding experience works with every binding. I want to see what's so important about this vessel. I want to study that. I want to know why certain beings like certain things. you know? And even like, Christo pantheons too, and Abrahamic, like, Christianity and Catholicism and anything Abrahamic, like, I want to know too. Like, I'm here to learn, and I want to know why it's important to you to do what you do in church. Um, because I want you, the reason why I go to a few churches because the people have to be good persuaders and good salesperson for me to go and have a good excuse and a good pitch for me to go to these churches. If you don't have a good pitch, I don't want to go because there's a motive to that. And I don't want you to change, but if a friend comes to me, it's like, come to my church. I'm a spirit keeper. You can still keep your belief system. I just want you to come to church with me to be your friend, to just be your friend and to see the vibe. And sometimes there's a motive for that spirit keeper too, or that my a friend, and that motive is to network too. Maybe there's an opportunity where you can mix, you know, both pantheons together and see if you can study one another and like learn, like that your way is not just the right way. Like there's other methods of people who are faithful to their religion and what, you know, they do and how they do things and what their rules and policy is for that religion because there's a rule to a lot of things in shamanism. There's a rule to death. There's a rule to of sinning. In Thai culture too, it's called bap, which is a sin. And I don't want you guys to like think that your belief system is the only one because I didn't believe in that system at all. I don't believe in a lot of my Thai culture's system and how they do things and how they ask for things and things of that nature. Like sometimes I don't, you know, like other people's understand my own people's customs too. Like generational and regional. Like but we all gotta learn just as like beings need to learn too about your customs in your home and in your lifestyle and other people's too. Because sometimes they're just gonna be blunt with you and they'll be like, oh, in my world, you could have done something about this, like fisticuffs, or this could be a duel, fight for the lives, and you would have been a goner, or they would have been a goner. Things would have been different. Very different, Nocturne. But having a large family for me is very beneficial, and I'm enjoying every second of it. It's just sometimes I need to take my own break too, and they can benefit from that. And that's why I have a large family. And yes, my fur babies can see them, so they benefit from that too. Because sometimes the beings take the load off of me by playing with them, or entertaining them, or watching TV with them, like whatever they're going to be doing, to kind of make the energy like an equilibrium in the household. You're fine. I'm getting a little tiresome too. I have this new coffee, um, and I feel like it's wearing off now, so I'm not gonna drink that coffee until the morning so that I can like really, really go to sleep. I'm gonna take off my makeup and things, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do some skincare too. It is morning over here. It is 3:50 a.m., 3:51 a.m. Yeah, why don't you get more? I know you want more. You've been asking questions about it a lot. How you doing, Gemma? We were just talking about a lot of things actually. We were talking about I can't see the screen right now because of the red light. We're talking about separating like, I was talking about Nocturne about like separating a for the live stream. So basically sometimes oh sometimes, a lot of spirit keepers, especially spirit keepers, not really necessarily conjurers, would like talk a lot about like spirit keeping as if it's the end all be all, basically, and ignore life, basically. So those are what I call like irresponsible spirit keepers who really replaces their real life, their IRL life with, and then replacing that with spiritual, because that is something that they want as normal. But also Nocturne was talking about being trans and having your beings call you by your biological gender. And if that happened to me, it's like, yeah, it does, but m most of the time when it does, I can only count on one hand that that happened, and they corrected themselves. And I was saying that sometimes these beings are in this old world conservative point of view in their own realm or in their own world. So they're going to misgender you because that was their etiquette over there, and they don't know the modern terms etiquette. And a lot of trans spirit keepers, they get very offended by, me telling them that, or, them telling me, and I'm telling, yeah, like, you need to understand that you need to have boundaries and tell them, like, hey, I don't respect you saying that, but you can't really blame a being or a person that misgenders you. That was like, the conversation, most of that. I have to. Oh, okay. Oh no, no, I wasn't calling you trans. I was saying that, the questions of, me being trans, not you. My bad if you misinterpreted that. Sorry. But the general questions was if being trans, does your beings misgendered you? And my question is, I can count on one hand. The answer is to that question is I can count on one hand that that happened to me, but they correct it. And I was saying to Nocturne too that if they don't respect that, then that means that they disobeyed your rules, basically. And that could be one of your house rules too. And you should know that there'll be consequences with no respect in the house. And that might sound a little bit sharp and forceful, but you paid money for this being, and this conjurer vetted this being for you. And this being needs to show respect, or you need to show courage. And that is a form of respect that you need to put in your household because these spirits are older than you at times, you know what I mean? So sometimes you really need to put in logic too. It's like, well, how am I going to treat this if, you know what, this vampire is disrespecting me? He needs to understand if he's going to get the offerings that he wants, he's going to have to understand that I don't want to be caught this way. I know that I'm biologically a male, but I'm a trans female. He can respect me by calling me by my name or by the my requested gender, you know? And spirit keepers don't like that either. And I was talking about echo chambers in the spirit keeping world because how is it that you're gonna get a being and it's like 100% okay too? Are you lying to yourself saying that this being doesn't ask these questions? Like, I had to teach a being how to fucking eat because it's a fucking Rika bash and it has no hands. It has claws and it wants to imbibe and partake in human food. I have to teach it how to use a fork and knife. I have to say, oh, we don't use our hands for that. We use a fork and knife, and this is how you do it. Um, like, people really want to be PC about shit. You're fine, Nocturne. You're fine. You don't you have to apologize for that. I'm apologizing to you because I, wasn't explaining myself. Um, oh yeah, a lot of spirits are quite conservative. In my experience, though, a lot of them are very open to, yeah, see? But sometimes they're not too. They don't want to, they need more persuasion and they need more education because they've been gone for a certain time. You know what I mean? They've been gone for a certain time, or they're dead, or they have been come in a thought form right then and there, or it's a custom conjure, so they don't know any better. Sometimes it's not even a question for them to, they don't even question like what you are. It's like, okay, you are what you are. However, I am taking hormones though, so they do see growth in different areas of my body. And I do have some form of feminine energy, but I'm not non-binary too, and that's what a lot of non-binary people hate as well too, that some beings don't accept that or they can't, but they will definitely agree to disagree to work with you. They will respect you, calling you by your name, but sometimes this echo chamber is like, you think a being would know about non-binariness? Are you kidding me? Try to explain it to them. I understand it, but sometimes I mispronounce and misgender just like beings, like spirit keeping and spiritual and astral, but also that reflects in real life too. That's about it for our conversation on that. Yeah, see, and some people don't understand what queer is too in real life as humans. So we all just gotta take a chill pill, like the beings do too. Just like, okay, well, mistress, I don't know what that means, Mistress L. I'll accept, calling you a woman or a trans woman because that's what you are and that's what you look like in the spiritual side. Okay, that's fine. And I have astral construct and spiritual construct, so I look a little different already. And I kind of like people seeing my biological assigned male body because it kind of throws people off when they astral project to the wrong places and they see me in my older form, in my childlike form. So cute too. Um, anyways, they think it's demonic. I love it even more. You know, having an older inner child form can definitely be beneficial and protective as well. And that's why I don't have a problem with it. I don't. Yeah, see, a lot of times, and I'm trans, and like they always get mad at me too. It's like you should know better. You're a tranny or a trans. I call myself a tranny, so don't get offended. And I use the word tranny too because like it's whatever. It's fine. I'm sorry. Okay, if you don't like it, tranny. Sorry. But non-binary gets mad that I accidentally call them something. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Tell me your name. Tell me your name. Why you have to know my name? It's like because I don't want to misgender you again. What is what is your preferred preference and pronouns? And sometimes they give me like, an answer that I don't know if they're trolling me or not. I'm an alien. I'm a terrestrial. Oh, shit. Okay. Martha is her name, right? Okay. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Things of that nature. Yada yada yada. But also, if I don't know that you are they and them, let me apologize and let me make it better for you so that you can feel comfortable and don't think that I'm trolling you? Um, and I'm for the fight for non-binary too. I don't understand non-binary at times because I'm trying to not be ignorant with it, but just understand too that I'm trans and people put us in the same category, and I understand why. Do I like it? Not really, because I'm a T and you are a NB, and that's fine. You guys have an own letter. Like, it's more to the alphabet. Why not, right? But I don't understand the same struggle. I don't. But I understand that you're part of the community, and I'll try to understand. If you just give me time and make me understand. Okay? Oh, well, yeah. I got myself anything that I want to, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel as if people troll, and I feel as if beings, if even if you have a trickster too, they troll too. So just have thick skin. And these beings can actually help you build thick skin too, because if they're calling you that in real life, maybe these beings in the spiritual side or in your astral space or spiritual space is calling you is saying the same thing too. You should probably figure out ways to diverge that or just go with the flow. I don't understand. Yeah, see, see. There's parts that I can understand what and how a trans person a non-binary and trans person can go through. Totally understand. Like one main factor for one is people who can't afford hormones or surgeries. And they first have to categorize themselves as non-binary because that's the only way they can fit in. And it's the best way. And I applaud that. Good job. You know what I mean? And then they elevate to being their true selves to be trans. But then in non-binary too, you are your true self too. It's just, in my opinion, non-binary is like people just don't want to have labels, and that's a good thing too. You know what I mean? Or also not having a gender too. I understand the concept. I love it. I do. Sorry I called you a boy. Sorry I called you a girl. That's my only part. That's the only thing. It's just the pronouns part. Like mispronouncing your pronouns. Like that's what I am struggling with. I understand the fight. I understand the struggle. Understand the social and civil construct of that. I want rights for you, and for all non-binary people. Just, I'm sorry if I called you a gender. I'm sorry if I called you a gender. But you know what I'm talking about, Gemma, though? See? Yeah, you're fine. You're supposed to be asleep, though. He got drawn in by my live. He should be asleep. He needs to wake up at 7. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm fine. Or today, Sunday. We're talking about non-binary now and the social and civil aspect of it as well. Yeah. Have you guys ever dated a non-binary or a trans person? Or been with or married to? Partnered? Look at him dipping when I ask that question. You see this, Gemma? Look at him. He may not go to sleep, or he may go to sleep. Who knows? Who knows? I have like an eyelash in my eye. I dated majority queer or straight men. Um Either they liked feminine or trans people, but they don't see me as trans, they see me as a female. Um, and Alvin is one of them too. He's not straight, he's queer, but he's straight acting. He's a cis, he knows that he's a man. Um, and I dated a lot. I mean, you would call people will call them down lows in the DL, but majority of the men that I've been with are men who either been with women or trans women. They just like something feminine, I guess. See? So, I have a lot of non-binary friends and them in non-binary to cis or non-binary to pansexual or whatever it may be, whatever orientation. And I envy non-binary life because it's just like you guys are so free. You guys have the courage to say and speak up a lot about stuff. I'm not saying that trans people don't, because I do speak up a lot about stuff too. Um, it's more of a big community, and I feel as if, you know, people are like hating it for not trying to understand, you know, and not being apologetic too about it too. And it feels rebellious. It feels like people are trolling, and it feels like, you can't be who you want to be and things of that nature. And like I said, I'm all for the cause, even if sometimes I may be confused of the pronouns and things. Just enlighten me for that day and and just hope that I won't fuck up your pronouns tomorrow. I probably won't, but if I will, and if I do, I was probably drunk or I was probably inebriated, and you are dealing and observing and talking to someone who has a hangover, or I just don't won't remember because perhaps maybe something happened. I don't know. Um, I think that uh there will my my being's been telling me that there's going to be some type of civil unrest with non-binary people, and that's what they've been telling me. And it's more of a fact that you guys are going to be fighting, and I have to accept non-binary people, non-binary they them, because they're going to be fighting with trans, and of course I'm going to accept non-binary people because the more the merrier, the more help and protection that's needed, the more that we will become a stronger community. It's the people that don't want it to be united, you know? Like, if non-binary people are fighting for my cause, I'm gonna fight for their cause too. Because now they want to remove the T from the LGBT. And, like, what? That's not fair. But something that is like social, like it's not like it's the rule. And so what if they take it out? You know what you are. You need to fight. And they're coming for non-binary people. That means they're coming for me, so I have to protect you guys. Just as you guys will protect me, right? Right? You guys will protect me, right? I hope so. I hope so. I just like wish too that beings can be manifested for real. Like I just really like wish I can just plop my vampires and poof them out of nowhere and it's like, hey, can you deal with these people? No, let me stop. These people that don't understand. Yeah. See, and so you understand why I have to accept. I have to. And I will understand, but it might take me some time. But I will try to understand. Caviar, anybody? Mm. My deities and my beings, a lot of them love caviar. I know, right? I always thought about that. like Castlevania type of shit, right? But there's rules, laws, and legislation that prevents us from doing that. And I'm sure if that happens, like we'll break some type of fucking laws of the spiritual side. Then these different beings will hunt us down because we rippled the tides of the spiritual realm and shit, right? Yeah. All hell's gonna break loose and shit like that. There will be no more golden ratios. Like everyone will get bald and everyone will scream and shit and cry blood and stuff. I don't know. But if that happened, that would have been an epic story. Oh, y'all like caviar? Thoughts on bisexuals? Um, Usually bisexuals are like, to me, are like the rebels and like the hot people, like the it bitches. Like, I don't like what I fuck. I like both. Well, I don't like who I don't care who I'm with. I like both. It's like I like two holes and I like three holes. I get to pick which one I want. Pansexuals they just enjoy the better parts of life. Pansexuals know how to have fun. Gays, gays are like the gays are like the gays are like high elves. You know the like the ostentatious, the aesthetically pleasing, the symmetrical or asymmetrical designs of shit and stuff like that. The ones that will like plan like a floral rug for a wedding or something like that. Like you know what I mean. Bisexuals, you mean bisexios? I don't know. I always see bisexuals as freaks. And it's a good thing, by the way. They know how to have fun. Pansexuals too. Yeah. But I have a lot of bisexual friends too, so yeah. And they are usually horny, which is fine. It's best for there's a purpose for bisexual people. There's a purpose for them. There's many purposes and there's many benefits. Mm, yeah. I never had a significant other that was bisexual. There were always straight acting cis men in ways. Like straight act like they're not feminine, they're not flamboyant like Aldwin or like men who are masculine. Um not masculine as in like build, but like they just think of like a man basically or a boy or a man. Um yeah, that was most of my relationship. Are you a ally? I don't know. My vampire is like saying hand vibes too. I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I say ally, but then my beings are saying one of my vampires are saying maybe you're pans. I don't know. If I get it wrong, I'm so sorry. And if they get it wrong, then side eye to them, they're judging you. Which is it's just a good thing too. I don't know. You don't have to say what you are. But yeah. But since you're asking, you want to tell us? Sounds like you're curious to tell us. Yeah. But non-binary people are so nice. Like, okay, so what are you? Yeah, non-binary people are nice. Yeah, they usually ask how, sometimes they ask, how your day was. They're so nice to you. To ask you if you ate in anything. They'll probably make you food. Yeah. If you're feeling down, they'll probably get you like a fleece blanket with a pillow. Even when you're at work, they're like, you need to rest up. I'll just cover the work for you. You're fine. Then you take advantage of that because like they're just so nice. Then you take a long nap when they finish all of your work. And then they offer you homemade cookies or just cookies in general. Yeah. And then they'll invite you to dinner. Probably pay for it too because you're just so nice. That's my experience with non-binary people. It's just that stereotype that came true. I don't know, that's how I dealt with that's how I deal with like social like environments. Like I just analyze like everything from one person and I don't like just generalize it on purpose. Like I generalize it because like sometimes the first impression is always like the funniest impression. Like most of like my lesbian friends are like butch and majority of them are in security or law enforcement. So there's always a joke about something like that. And I love them. They love me too. Um, a, a lot of them, I do attract a lot of lesbians. They just want to have babies with me. They don't, they don't want a relationship with me. These lesbians that know me and talk to me, they just want to have kids with me. And I'll admit, we might had beautiful babies too. Yeah, lesbians are so fun until you get into their emotions. Not all lesbians, but almost all lesbians. Like once you get into their emotions, it's like battles leading up to the war. Like I made a lesbian fall in love with me by accident and I didn't mean to. Like I didn't mean to, but it wasn't just one. It was multiple. I broke a lot of lesbians' hearts. because I didn't want to have their baby, or because I didn't want to have their baby. Yeah. That would have been smart though, if I wanted a baby when I was younger like that. Oh, okay. Do you feel offended that I called you pansexual? And if you did, I'm sorry. You asked. I can see in the chat right now you asked. N- Let's just say I don't meet people's expectation. That sounds very pansexual of you, though. If you kind of put it like that, it's like, let's just say I don't meet people's expectations. Wink. Yeah. And that's why I love lesbians. They can protect me and compliment me. Okay, okay, not at all. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it then. Okay, okay. That's the case. Sorry. My bad. Have you ever have you ever like met a person that doesn't know anything about like labels before, but like knows that but they're like cistly, like they look like your own sex basically. Like there's like lots of tension with that, and then I tell them, "Oh, I'm trans." They're like, "What is that?" It's like, "Oh, I was born a man, and I took hormones, and now I look somewhat of a woman." It's like, "Oh, I thought you were a woman before." I was like, "Oh, did you? Hmm, did a good job then that day." Okay, if you're not part of the community, I take it back. I said ally first. Oh, I accept you, Nocturne. Any way that you want to present yourself, any way that you feel, I will accept you. Just as you're accepting me as a trans woman, I accept you as whatever you want me to identify you as. No attitude or no condescending or sarcasm, by the way. Like, I may have, I have really bad resting bitch face, and I blame that from my mom. Like, literally, I built like wrinkles like right here. You can see it because I'm always like questioning shit. And you can see it. Yeah. I think sometimes too, like me trying to understand it too, non-binary, it's not just like not wanting to be one label or a specific label. Um, it's just maybe you don't subscribe to that gender's that gender role, basically. Let's just say it how it is, that gender role. Because you don't want to identify as that role, or you don't want to identify as neither roles. You just want to be human, or you want to be something else than a gender, basically, right? So when I like hear trans kids and the non-binary, sometimes like I just have to like hot like my friends and my friends' parents too. It's like, okay, wait. Do they want to be non-binary? Like they don't want a gender, or do they want to become the other gender? If they want to become the other gender, they're trans. And there's certain type of social dynamic that you have to talk to your kids about to understand it with them, because I can help with trans experience. And now I can try to help with non-binary experiences. Um, it's just like with trans and trans parenting and trans kids, is that they just have to understand that what they see in social media and in the public is different than real trans. And you don't have to go under the knife when they're not adults yet to do, before they do that, have them try it out first, and this is when I do encourage parents to let them have Barbie dolls, let them wear tutus and princess dresses, let them try to paint their fingernails, let kids be kids, let them do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? Um, oh, okay. Thanks, Nocturne. Mwah. I think this is way out of my realm of understanding. Okay, well, I'll see you later, Nocturne. Have a good one. But yeah, like I can definitely like now that I'm understanding, I can definitely help with the non-binary experience. Like I feel like I have an understanding now. It's just sometimes it's just the pronoun things that I was talking about. If I get it wrong, let me make it right. That's about it. Um, but yeah, like with trans experience, I feel as if get your kids' feet wet first, and you can definitely surveillance what you do with the kid and how you want the kid to be raised. Because in the end of the day, if you push out gender roles and orientation, in the end of the day, they're kids. So there's specific ways of them learning, in my opinion, and obtaining the knowledge of um being a woman or being a man, or not having these gender roles and gender names and gender categorizations. You should definitely prep your kids for that, because other people are not going to be that understanding and forgiving. Just letting you guys know. Just letting you know, Gemma. Just letting the pre-record live know too that like sometimes um it might seem logical, but it takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing for your child. So don't let my opinions push you, because at the end of the day, they're just opinions. Just enlighten us and make sure you're doing right for the kids, and make sure you're doing right for yourself as parents too. It could get very difficult um trying to understand your child by changing your child too at the same time. And then if something happens, like the reverse of what took in place could not be set back too, because of impulse. The kids are going to be impulsive, they're children, and we either have to enforce it and protect our kids, or enable it. Either way could be the right way, because when parents do enable the kids, sometimes the kids turn out fine. But sometimes these kids need discipline too, and they need knowledge before they go out into the world. You know, Gemma, I'm from a quite conservative family. My father is, it's especially a female cousin and me. Yeah, see? I don't like, I don't like gender roles either, but I can understand why people like gender. Okay, I like gender roles for me because I never be I wasn't born a woman. So I'm learning it now for women. So of course I'm biased. I have to learn how to be a woman for me to be a better wife, you know? Or to me to be a wife in general. I can be a wife and be independent. I don't have to be traditional, but also I need to know certain etiquette of a woman in order for me to be a woman. And it's fun. It is, you know. Outfits and clothes are much more interesting. Um, Spicing up, the me and my partner's life is just really great. But also me thinking like a man to protect myself is very beneficial too. You shouldn't really kill your previous life because you're transitioning. No, be humble, utilize that life because it can protect you. Yeah, kids need knowledge, but they don't sometimes need decisions. Sometimes kids are really horrible with decisions, and sometimes parents are really horrible decisions too. This is why I feel like kids need to be kids and just be non-binary. Excuse me. Oh, I see. You're making haunted dolls. That's what's up. Yeah, see, I don't either, and that's why I kind of respect non-binary too. If I was non-binary, would want people to define me and not define, but like I want people to do respect me too. Because, sometimes I'm clockable as well, Gemma. Like, I don't want to say bullied, but I get clocked, but I'm in a protection of I have different protections and stipulations that has to be placed by my husband and by myself too and by my manager because like you know outside of YouTube and outside of live streaming I do work. I do have a family business with my husband and my family where we are IT techs and we're on the road and whatnot and we have to bring our pit bull with us, a pit bull Cane Corso, um, as a guard dog, and we have to have armed security because the inventory that we hold are very expensive. And we have different fleet cars, we have different drivers, and we have dogs that protect our things. So for me, it's a little different living life, and the roles that are played because if someone just talks bad at me, like my defense mechanism is my lifestyle. My defense mechanism is me not giving a fuck because they don't pay my bills. They don't know what I'm dealing in a day-to-day basis. Just as straight people judging non-binary people, you don't know what the fuck they're going through. You don't know what their situation is. Just as they don't know what situation you are. And maybe, just maybe, perhaps, these non-binary people are in a better position as you. Fucking take notes and fucking respect them and treat them like a person, a human. You know how to treat them like a boy or a girl or in between because they don't want to be genderized and they just want to be treated as humans. And that's when people just is like don't understand too. Like people don't want to see people succeed and people want to see people fail. So, yeah. Non-binary people, no, yeah, like they need protections like as well too. Um it's just I feel did you hear about like gay people not liking trans people and how the gay community is trying to take T out of the LGBT? It could have been a trope, but if it is a trope, no, I don't think it was. It was like multiple outlets and blogs too. And usually when blogs do blow up, especially a good one, like it's coming from a good blogger puts reputable sources and like cliff notes for people to go and look at it. Yeah. And for me, I see that a lot in my community and they call me the F word and stuff like that. I'm just like, look in the mirror. Says the kettle. What the fuck? You man. Yeah. And that's when that's when fury comes out too. That's when anger comes out too, because we're fighting for the same cause. But a lot of these gays are just sellouts to straight culture. That's what it is in conservative culture because they don't feel like right now they're filling in and the spotlight's not on them, in my opinion. But the spotlight is on you because we're part of your community. So enjoy the ride or fight with us. Come on now. Yeah, see? Like, I know that the trans community paved a lot of way for the LGBT people, for like being, different and diverse and things of that nature. But a lot of the gays aren't going to take that because, in my opinion, these type of gays are the ones that are lost, are the ones that secretly want straight people as their mate, and it will never happen in that universe because they're not going to be comfortable with you, one, and if they are gay, they're not going to be comfortable with you, too. And if they say that to support you, three, they're fucking lying because they're not you, and they're not going to understand, and they're lying to themselves as well, too. And people don't want democracy, people want control, and people want control by following people who they think that have more power. And it's just sad. In my corner of the community, I have lots of intersex people. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. You know, um, sometimes with intersex people, um, sometimes I feel as if they have not all, so don't feel offended when I say this, but this godlike complex where they feel like they're, very unique and things of that nature. Yeah, 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 I understand that you guys are unique and stuff like that. But I'm almost to your level, because although I'm not born with hormones, at least I can take it too to kind of match your hormones. And even though doctors told me that I carry a lot of hormones before I took HRT and before a lot of stuff too. And what does intersex mean to you? because doctors said that I was intersex too, and I was like, I would just say I'm trans because I don't feel intersex, you know? So like, what is intersex to other people? Like when you're diagnosed with it, like what is it? Because sometimes I don't even know what my diagnosis is. Yeah, so I created hormones when I was at a young age. Like my voice didn't really crack, and when it did, it even made it even more sultry and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, well, something's not working. I'm not being masculine. I don't sound like a footballer. I sound more like a cheerleader. What's going on? This is puberty. What the fuck is going on? Um, I mean, like I started to have gray hair at a young age too. They say that that might be a cause of it too. Um, I always had a female booty. I don't know if that's one of them. And I have curves like a female. And then as soon as I was old enough and could afford hormones, all the fat were pushed to all the right places. And I'm happy with my body. I'm very happy with my body too. And a lot of the hormone therapists and doctors, the trans therapists and doctors, like it's probably because you are intersex and you have the hormones to build that. I'm just like, yeah, I always been thinking that too when I was younger. I was like, am I half? I don't have a pussy, but I'm acting like a female this one day, once a month and shit. And I'm like, stop. Yeah. See. And my mom had me when she was like pretty late in life too. So, you know, that could been a thing too, but I don't want to say intersex because to people it means different. And um I was called a girl. It's funny, before I was trans, I was called a girl a lot because of how I sound. But then after I took hormones, it's like, oh, you're a dude, or you look like both. Are you trans? Like, wow. As soon as I come out and take hormones, like you guys think I'm like something different. Ugh, yeah. I mean, I'm happy with it. I wasn't, but like my husband is, and I'm starting to see like different developments, and I'm fine with it. Speaking of husband, I think he's a little bit cold in bed right now, so I'm gonna call it a night. Um, It's been real. Thanks, Nocturne, and thank you, Gemma, for coming in. And usually people watch the pre-record. Oh my God, it's almost 3 hours of me recording this live stream. All right. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful, good, and productive day. Make good decisions for yourself and your spiritual family. And stay confident and